Thinking about moving to Delray Beach, but you want to know what the pros and the cons are? Well, we're going to get started right now. Hey everyone, I'm Palm Beach's Paul. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, please be sure to hit that little subscribe button somewhere down here. And if you hit that little bell, you'll get notified of all my newest videos. I release a new video each week. Sometimes it's going to be about real estate, other times it's just going to be about living here in beautiful Palm Beach County. But all of it's worth watching. So today we're talking about living in Delray Beach. The 5 pros and the 5 cons. Although cons aren't really that bad. Delray is a pretty spectacular place to live, but no place is perfect, and every city is going to have something that you love about it and a few things you don't. So today I'm going to talk to you about 5 of my favorite things, or the pros, about Delray Beach, and I'll mention 5 of the cons about living in Delray Beach. All right, so let's start with number 5, the events. Delray has more events than most cities can ever imagine. Matter of fact, they had so many events that they actually had to cancel a couple of them and put them somewhere else in another city because it was just getting really kind of crazy. So, but there's still plenty of great events for you to attend throughout the year. So they have Savor the Avenue, which is a fantastic event. You sit at a 1,000-foot table with about 1,000 guests, and they have multiple restaurants who participate along Atlantic Avenue, and you pick which restaurant, which course you want, you buy your tickets, and you sit there and have a dining experience with literally 1,000 people sitting out having dinner under the stars. Absolutely amazing. There's also all sorts of art festivals that come here. They have the Art Fest Thanksgiving weekend, and that's the 20th anniversary of that particular event, and basically it's just they have artists from all over the country that come here and set up, and you can find any and all kinds of art that you'd want to buy. And then one of the biggest events and a family favorite is the Delray Affair, which takes place in April, and that's a great event. And again, it's all along Atlantic Avenue from one end up on Swinton, even a little bit west of Swinton Avenue, all the way down towards the ocean. And you have every kind of vendor and food and music, and it's just a great event to get out to, see your neighbors, meet some new friends, get some cool artwork. I know we got a couple pieces hanging in my house and in the backyard, some of those tiki signs, because hey, we do live in paradise, right? But there's lots of events to attend, and of course a lot of these events take place during the cooler months, which it's why they're so crowded and why they're so well attended, because it's usually sometime around November all the way to April during the nicer time here in South Florida. So events would be the number 5 pro for living in Delray Beach. All right, number 4 on my list of pros for Delray Beach would be pet friendly. Delray is a very big pet friendly city. You'll see people walking with their dogs almost every day of the week. A lot of the restaurants will have doggy water bowls outside. They have events like on Easter, the pet parade. Some of the local restaurants are having Halloween parades or Halloween costume contests for pets. It's just a really big pet town. And there's the Lake Ida Dog Park, which is one of my favorite places to take my baby girl, Sunny, to run around and play. And you meet a lot of the locals. It's just a really nice place. But it is very much a dog-friendly and pet-friendly city. So if you happen to be in Delray Beach, bring your pooch with you. They'll be welcomed. All right, number 3 on my list would be transportation. Delray has lots of options for getting you around town. Now, the city itself is pretty walkable. Sorry, there's a big truck going by. Most of the restaurants and the beach and everything, if you're in the downtown Delray Beach area, even if you live in the condos, it's fairly short distance to walk, or if you want a bike ride. But if not, you have a new service we have called Freebie, which is a electric golf cart service. You download the app. Another loud truck. Keep rolling. And you download the app, and then it comes and picks you up, and then you tip the driver. So it's quick, it's convenient, and it's good for our environment. Then there's also the downtown trolley, which takes you up and down Atlantic Avenue throughout Delray. You can ride that for free, get you back and forth. And then there's stores like Rich Wagon that actually has bikes that you can rent if you're down here, and I think starting for about like $20 for 2 hours for a single speed bike, and it goes on up depending on what you want to rent. But and I'll put a link in the video for them. But you can rent bikes there to get you around town. And then of course, you know, you can be like me on my trusty skateboard. You just want to skateboard around. But there's a lot of options for getting you around town here in the downtown Delray Beach area. All right, number 2 on my list of pros for Delray Beach, Atlantic Avenue. I've talked about it in many of my videos before. You've seen it. It's this fantastic place with restaurants and stores, and it's where a lot of the events that I talked about that we have every year take place along Atlantic Avenue. It's just really unique, and it's a lot of fun to just walk down and people watch. It's one of the main attractions here for the city of Delray Beach. You go out to dinner, you go spend a day at the beach, come back, walk and have some drinks at one of the restaurants, whatever you want to do. A lot of it's done right there on Atlantic Avenue, and the nightlife, especially in the winter months, is fantastic. So if you're coming down here to Delray Beach, be sure to check out Atlantic Avenue. You can't miss it. All right, and the number 1 pro for living in Delray Beach, the beach, the Atlantic Ocean. Why else would you want to live here? It is only minutes away from almost anywhere you live in the city of Delray Beach. It's absolutely beautiful. You've got cabanas that you can rent. It's a big, wide, open space beach. You have lifeguards. The surfing's pretty good. It's a big surf town, so a lot of people come here and just hang out for surfing. And it's just a great family beach to hang out, or it didn't have to be a family, but it's just a really nice, clean, friendly beach to go hang out at. It's probably one of the number 1 destinations for South Florida, why everyone comes here to get out of the freezing cold in the winter and come down and enjoy the warm, beautiful Atlantic waters and this really pretty beach. So the number 1 pro for Delray Beach would have to be the beaches. All right, so let's talk about the cons. Every city has them. Nowhere is perfect, even my paradise. So some of the things about Delray Beach that you may not like, or they're not your favorite. We're going to start with number 5, the weather. In the summer, it's warm. Okay, it's hot. I mean, you've heard me talk about that in a lot of my videos, because most of my videos you've probably seen have been during the summer here. It's hot. Matter of fact, it's actually pretty warm today. It's supposed to feel like 100, which is not normal, but there's a cold front coming tomorrow. For us, a cold front could mean like 80 degrees. Trust me, I'll take it. But you know, it does get hot and humid, and we do have our summer storms and all that. But hey, the positive to that, we have lots of air conditioning down here, and you got the beautiful Atlantic Ocean right there to go jump in and cool off. So I would say weather would be one of the cons for Delray Beach. All right, the number 4 con for living in Delray Beach, parking. And this one drives me nuts. And if you ask any old-time Delray resident, I'm sure they'll give you a mouthful, but the parking's got a little bit crazy here. So there used to be the typical metered machines with the quarters. They're all gone. Everything's done with a credit card and electronic now. There is no free parking throughout all of Delray Beach. Anywhere you go, you're gonna have to pay to park. So now, the positive is that there are, I know 3 large parking garages where you can park for free till I believe 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock weekdays. And then they start charging you after 5 p.m. And it's not that expensive. And even right now, my car's parked on the street, and I think it's $3, and I think it's for 2 hours or something like that. So it's not terrible, but it's kind of annoying because a lot of the people who lived here and are from here for many generations never had any of this paid parking stuff. So a lot of them just don't like it. So parking would be the number 4 con for Delray Beach. This bird is just going to keep singing the whole way through my video, but it's all right. He's enjoying the day. All right, so the number 3 con, since we talked about parking is number 4, rolls right into that. It's the traffic. Now, during the summer, it's really not that bad. You can drive down Atlantic Avenues. I come down here to my office every day, or almost every day, and it's really not that bad. Matter of fact, it's not that bad today. But once the season starts, and after probably Thanksgiving, when all the snowbirds start coming down, it can be a real challenge. Parking becomes a real headache, and that goes along with trying to find a parking space and trying to get from Atlantic Avenue, which leads right up to I-95. It just really gets backed up. So it's good to know some of the back roads to get you out of there. There's a couple ways you can kind of bypass and get around to I-95, but traffic can be pretty heavy. Now, here's a pro tip about traffic. If you are coming down here in the winter, which is when a lot of you will, and you want to go to one of our beautiful beaches, which is one of the pros, make sure you get to the beach early because the parking spaces will fill up quickly, especially right now where I'm parked on A1A. If you're not here early in the morning, there are no parking spaces left. And then you have to drive up to the next beach. That beach is Gulfstream Beach. It is free, but it fills up real fast and the police will sit out front and not let you in. So if you're gonna go to the beach and you're on your vacation, winter or spring break, make sure you get to the beach early or use one of the free services like Freebie that I told you about. All right, we're down to number 2. All right, the number 2 con about Delray Beach. The construction. There's a lot of new construction going on here in Delray Beach. Obviously, it's a popular destination, more condos, more apartments, more stores. So there's quite a bit of construction going on. And again, a lot of the, original Delray residents and old-time Delray residents, they don't like that at all. There's been some very heated debates about it, but it is progress and it happens to almost every city. So there's a lot of construction down here and hopefully it will turn into good. More places to live, but a lot of people don't like it and there is quite a bit of construction going on. But that's pretty much any city that's moving forward. So construction would be the number 2 con for living in Delray Beach. All right, and now we made it to the number 1 con for living in Delray Beach. Although it's not really a con, it's really a fact of it being a very popular destination and a beautiful place to live. The cost. The cost to live in Delray Beach can be quite expensive. Restaurants, from dinner to the drinks can be a little more expensive than maybe a smaller city. But really, when I talk about cost, it's just the cost of living, the real estate. So trying to find a rental anywhere near downtown Delray Beach is near impossible unless you're willing to spend anywhere between $2,800 to up into the thousands, depending on where you're looking to rent. It goes the same for buying a property anywhere near the ocean or on a water view or even close to downtown Delray Beach. You're going to pay a premium for it because you're close to everything. You're close to the restaurants. You're close to the nightlife. You can walk to everything. So you're going to pay for that luxury. But for the August update on home prices for a single family home, August of 2018, the median price for a single family home was $406,000, and the same price, trucks love when I make videos. They know when I'm shooting. All right, the same price for the median price for a single family home in August of 2019. So it's $406,000 in 2018, $531,000 for 2019. That's a pretty significant increase in the cost of a single family home. So if you're looking to live down here, be prepared. It's a little more expensive than some of the other cities, but it's also a great destination. It's very popular. There's great restaurants, everything that I talked about, all those pros that come with living in a city such as Delray Beach. So that would be the number 1 con of living down here in Delray Beach. All right, so that's my 5 pros and cons for living in Delray Beach. I think the pros pretty much outweigh the cons. It's a beautiful city. I know I enjoy being here and I get to come here and work here every day, and I think you would too. So, every city is going to have something that you don't like about it, but as my wife always tries to tell me, look for the good in things, and Delray has lots of good. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Please leave me a comment down below if you have any questions, and please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to follow me for my next adventure here in the Palm Beaches, and give me a thumbs up and click the little bell so you can get notified of all my newest videos. All right, well, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's a beautiful day. I've got my skateboard and I've got the sidewalk to myself, so I'm gonna go enjoy my paradise. So as I always say, when you're in the Palm Beaches, get out and enjoy paradise. I'll talk to you next week.